This video has been sponsored by Dragon Ball Fever. More about it later down the video. In the last part, we discussed the events on Earth and how Vegeta has been replaced by Nappa to keep the timeline relatively similar. Vegeta finishes his angel training and now is the angel of Universe 13, along with a Saiyan destroyer named Ellery. They go to the Zeno Expo and meet Universe 7 Saiyans, which show him the Super Saiyan 4 that Vegeta goes into. In this part, we go into the Tournament of Power and Vegeta's new training by Daishinkan. So let's continue. Daishinkan tells Vegeta that this really shouldn't happen, but now that it did, he may actually have a plan for him. Vegeta listens carefully, and Daishinkan explains how way back in the past, they've had something called a Cosmos Vigilante. Basically, someone who was above everyone else to set equilibrium in the cosmos. Vegeta likes the idea of that and accepts the deal, to which Daishinkan gets right to training Vegeta for it. Vegeta is curious about what will happen to Universe 13, and Grand Prix says that Mirrors has already taken control of being the angel attendant for that universe. With that stone lifted off of Vegeta's heart, he goes and hands his angel staff off to Daishinkan to begin his training, telling him that his training is in his hands now. However, Daishinkan says he won't be training him. Rather, he's going to visit Universe 7 Saiyans he met over at the Zeno Expo to teach him more about the Saiyan part of him that stuck with him, that being the S cells within his body. Vegeta is confused at first, but then puts the pots and pans together and realizes that this is a much better idea, and he goes along with it. Daishinkan gives Vegeta a brand new gi with his kanji on it to represent the Cosmos Vigilante, giving Vegeta the same colors as himself. Daishinkan then goes to transport his son to Universe 7, right on Earth where Goku, Gohan and Nappa are, and tells them the intentions of Vegeta's visit and what he needs them to do. Whis is quite surprised he's letting the mortals train the angel, but doesn't question his father on the matter. With all that said, Grand Priest leaves and Vegeta introduces himself to the gang. However, they tell him they don't have time to start training him just yet, because they need one last warrior for the Tournament of Power. Vegeta asks about a bunch of people, and one of those is Buu, but Nappa tells him that Buu fell asleep and that no one could wake him up. Goku then gets an idea to bring Frieza back for a day, to which Vegeta is the first to bitch that he was the one that destroyed the Saiyans, and even if they tried getting him out, Houdini himself couldn't get this bitch out. Goku then says he once got out for 24 hours back a few years and that he was allowed to go anywhere he wanted, confusing Vegeta. Everyone answers that it did happen, but they don't condone to let Frieza out, because who knows what he will do when free from his hell. In either case, Goku goes to appoint Frieza as fast as possible. Frieza is there like normal, and they then go to the Null Realm. While we stop here, this video has been sponsored by Dragon Ball Fever. It's a Dragon Ball fan comic done by an upcoming artist, Norlight. It's about a girl that has been saved from the experiments of Red Ribbon Army by an unexpected individual, Goku Black, who now grows a bond with the girl. Check it out using my affiliate links down below and support the work. Now let's continue with the what if. In the Null Realm, the fighters start arriving as per usual. Gods go in the bleachers to watch on the fight, and Vegeta is among them, observing. The battle starts, and the events go relatively the same up until Goku activates the autonomous Ultra Instinct for the first time. Vegeta looks on in amazement, seeing that a mortal has actually achieved the power, and in the Tournament of Power of all places. While Beerus is grinning, he watches on carefully on the power of mortals and likes the display. He gets bummed when Goku loses control of Ultra Instinct and his power. Whis says that it's virtually impossible for that to happen again, but with Saiyans, he's not really sure. Vegeta says that he knows for a fact Goku will achieve it again, knowing the potential of the Saiyans. Beerus trusts Vegeta's confidence, but doesn't really believe it can happen. But, like a brick from the sky, it hits him when Goku unlocks Ultra Instinct yet again, to which Beerus is amazed at Vegeta's predicament, as well as Whis. Vegeta smirks and tells Beerus not to trust the odds, trust the ability. And so, the fight with Goku and Kefla commences as per the original. Vegeta observes, once again, starting to get the pride in the same race and their achievements, both from his universe and Universe 6. He knows that those two, once they go all out, might surpass Jiren, but considering they're Saiyans, they cannot swallow their pride and work together to achieve that. And so, Goku defeats Kefla in fashion. Vegeta tells Whis how the Saiyans aren't to be underestimated and that this tournament is gonna be won by Universe 7, pretty much predicting the outcome. That came around when Goku was thrown around like a pebble. Once Nappa gave his power along with the promise to Goku, Goku was beaten up again, and just as he was about to get thrown off the ring, he activated Ultra Instinct yet again. Vegeta now has a lot of confidence that his universe will win and gets even more confident when Goku reaches Master Ultra Instinct. However, all that bravado disappears when Goku's Master Ultra Instinct disappears too. He is now concerned on what's gonna happen since Goku is now pretty much completely worn out. It's at that point that Vegeta is overly stressed but gets a bit relieved when Goku comes back into the fight. With everyone stressing, it's only a matter of time of who will win. After what seems like forever, Goku and Frieza trust each other and bring Jiren out of the ring and out of the tournament along with them, leaving only Android 17 as a sole victor of the tournament. From here, the canon events evolve like usual. The only difference is that Goku and Nappa fight Broly while Vegeta is standing there and watching along. Going into Moro Saga, Goku and Vegeta start their training and Goku asks Vegeta to teach him more about Ultra Instinct since he is an angel, and in return, he will teach Vegeta everything there is to know about the Saiyan transformations. They get relatively far, with Vegeta learning to transform into Super Saiyan Rose 2 and 3 effortlessly, but there is a new thing that comes up. Galactic Patrol comes in and asks for Goku and Nappa. They agree to go on, and so they enter the ship and go. Vegeta comes in as well just in case, as his power could be used to defeat the menace they fear so much about. They go pick up Buu too as well, since he's also crucial to the plot. When they all learn about Moro, Vegeta is the first to shoot questions and asking what is so special about the wizard. Jocko briefly explains how Moro has the ability to steal life force from anyone and anything and use it to his will. That gets Vegeta's Saiyan thrill of battle going, as well as Goku's and Nappa's. On Namek, Goku and Nappa go fight off against Moro while Vegeta is observing. But when the two got damaged and worn out, Vegeta decided to step in and fight. He lands one punch and gets instantly teleported to Zeno's world, where he is confronted by the Grand Priest. Daishinkan questions Vegeta's motives to fight, and Vegeta has no reasonable excuse to it. So, Daishinkan decides to keep Vegeta over there, because he's not supposed to fight when other people are there that have potential to defeat the menace at the time, and especially when he's training with the Saiyans at the time. So for that, Vegeta has to patiently wait until it's over. The canon events evolve mostly the same. The only difference is that Mirrors doesn't exist, so he doesn't die fighting off Moro. Vegeta comes in there just because of Grand Priest's concern that they won't be able to defeat Moro due to his new power. So Vegeta goes there and is instructed to not interfere until he's absolutely sure they cannot do anything anymore. Vegeta watches on and sees the struggle is real and decides not to fight, but just fend off. What he doesn't know is that Moro absorbed Vegeta's angel abilities and is now using them, meaning that what Moro would take from Mirrors, he managed to take from Vegeta himself. Vegeta is very disappointed in himself for not figuring out why all of them use mostly range attacks. Moro, however, gets unstable and starts growing in on a planet and everything else. Goku now comes to a moment of grief, getting the power he needs for a giant projection of his power, and with that, he manages to end Moro much like in canon, with Vegeta staying there and aiding with whatever needs to be helped with. When Moro now dealt with and gone, Goku, Vegeta, Nappa, Buu, and the rest of the gang go back to Earth. They are rewarded for their efforts, and Buu goes back to being Buu. With Goku and Vegeta now alone to talk, they continue with the possibility of getting Vegeta to Super Saiyan God and Blue. However, Whis chimes in, saying that as far as it concerns it all, Vegeta has finished the Saiyan training and he's technically free to go now. Vegeta tells them he will keep in touch and says goodbye for the time being, pressing the button and leaving to Zeno's world, where he is greeted by his father. Vegeta mentions that his training is over and that all he needs to do now is fully master everything else there is he learned from his Saiyans. Daishinkan is pleased and lets him go into his own dimension, where he can train and hone the rest of the skills he needs to master. We're continuing the series next time. While you wait for the next part, join the T23 Discord server with the vanity URL down in the description. Thank you for watching, and with that, peace out.